And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent making his way to the ring, Wings of Redemption!
In this dreaming place to find, there ain't money to say. He starts raging, everybody sees a legend now around. Make you move the next day. Hey, get up for that thing you brew. Walk to the refrigerator for a passing back to the stream for a hidden mysteries. Please just tell us what you ate. Study guy, please tell us why you haven't cried this night in so long.
What's up, everybody? Stonic10 here. 2 videos on LolCal podcast in a row. I know. I promise next time I'll try to do something different, but today, I really want to laugh at our boy, Geordie Jordan, Wings of Redemption, possibly the most pathetic content creator to ever exist. We've taken a look at Keemalaw recently, but I thought we should turn our attention towards Wings due to his absolutely pathetic behaviour on the LolCal podcast. But I think to understand what's been going on recently, we need to go back and just take a look at the history of Wings. Wings of Redemption is an OG COD commentary YouTuber from back in the day. He amassed hundreds of thousands of fans throughout the early 2010s who tuned in to listen to his thoughts and feelings over Call of Duty gameplay. Although what became apparent early on was Wings was very open about his mental health, and if he was having a bad day, you were going to hear about it. He was a very miserable man, which got worse and worse as the years went on, and kind of became the main focal point of his content. Wings created a podcast with Woody's gamertag in FPS Russia, also known as Kyle. The podcast was them sitting down and chatting with a variety of guests from the YouTube community. On the show, and sometimes in his own videos, Wings would indulge in something he calls a shock jock sense of humour, and would make deplorable jokes often involving racism and pedophilia.
The topic up. Remember, I was like, we were brainstorming for topics, and
Yeah, child pornography is such a loosely based thing. But even 16 at 45, I'd let that slide because a 16-year-old can make her own damn decisions. I'd cut child pornography off around 12.
in Jersey, and North Carolina.
I hear that song "No Lie" with Drake, and I'm like, why is this motherfucker guest starring on this album? He has no ability whatsoever to rap. The only thing that this only thing this guy needs to rap is like my groceries in the grocery line. I mean, he's horrible.
Damn,
I got a little ghetto there.
That escalated quickly.
I did say the age of consent should be 12. Fuck that, Nick.
Wings would start more and more replying to negative comments on his channel, often criticising his play style and him as a person, which genuinely upset him more and more. At one point in 2010, and I'm not quite sure how this interaction came about, but Wings would find himself fighting against Keemstar. Keem's trolling group, FAG, organised a mass flag on Wings' channel. This led them to wind up in a heated debate.
I don't know. I don't believe that. I've seen a conversation with you and Two Bucks on Skype, and again, Two Bucks
and that conversation was me asking Two Bucks to talk to you to get you to stop, spamming my channel.
Oh, you're threatening him that you're going to sue us, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're saying jail time, you're saying...
Because he was putting up one of those fronts just like everybody else, and it was more of a scare tactic. But see, that's behind the scenes kind of stuff.
This last round was caused by a comment that Wings wrote. He said, and I believe this is the correct quote, "Nick, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've already killed FAG." I don't understand why you wrote that comment, because our channel is being under attack. There's false copyright complaints on it to the point that it's suspended until YouTube reviews it. And now we have someone that's taking credit for killing our channel. I don't understand why you wrote that.
Is your street address York 140809702?
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
All right.
I don't give my personal where I live at. I don't give that out.
Is your girlfriend named Melissa R. Flack?
Yes, she is.
Is her phone number 7165? 8263.
Okay, can I ask you why you're trying to get my personal information?
I'm just trying to see how much of this is correct
because I gave some of this information to Fisticuffs.
You gave my personal information to Fisticuffs?
Yep.
Okay, so should I find out what trailer park you live in and announce that to the world?
I don't live in a trailer park, my man.
Wait,
On
so
10
what
acres
was,
of
You
land.
could have
what was
fooled
the
me.
motive? You
I was
know,
going to take a trip up to New York.
this was,
You might
know,
be going back looking like a raccoon.
That way
Dude,
he
do
won't
you
be
know how many
surprised.
people? Do you know how many people threaten me a day? It's like I know that you're a bully and that you get off on bullying people, but like I'm one person that is just gonna constantly have that middle finger in the air. It's never gonna go down. It's always gonna be fuck you. No one is ever gonna fucking talk me into submission or anything. So whatever you're trying to do, just stop now, because the middle
I'm not
finger
trying
is
to do
right
anything.
here.
I'm letting you know that
I'm
I
not
did give away some of
scared.
your
I'm
personal
not
information.
intimidated in any way.
I'm not trying to intimidate
Yes,
you.
you are. Yes, you are. Trying to say my girlfriend's name. And trying to say
No,
where I live, what
no.
my P.O. box is.
let's not be fucking weird Silence of the Lambs about it, Wings. And,
Hey, I can't help. I'm a precision marksman.
Wings would end up being invited to the Billionaires Challenge, a COD tournament funded by billionaire Alki David. Nothing notable happened at this event with Wings, but I just wanted to mention it just to show this clip of Wings having a pizza eating competition with Only Use Me Blade, which somehow Wings loses?
We got Big Man, Only Use Me Blade, competing against Wings of Redemption. This is an eating competition. They got their pizza ready. We got the girls here. Are you going to win this?
Of course.
What do you think, Wings?
I think I'm at a disadvantage here. I seen what Only Use Me Blade could do the other day to a calzone. And I seen him engulf those Twinkies like a vacuum cleaner, so I don't know.
All right. All right, so you ready?
I got the mental game down.
3, 2, 1, filmon.com. 3, 2, 1, filmon.com! Go, go, go!
You don't have to chew it, you just have to swallow it.
And it looks like Blade taking a monster bite.
Wow.
Half the pizza's gone.
We know what you did with that Twinkie. You could do that with
Wings is coming back.
I give up. I can't do it.
Wings! Wings! Rage quitting! Rage quit! Rage quit! Boo! And ladies and gentlemen, you saw it there. A rage quit from Wings of Redemption. Can you believe it?
He's still finishing.
David Peach, what's up?
Asking for Wings' leftovers. Only Use Me Blade. A true champion. A true competitor. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing.
Heat. It's awesome.
Well and truly, a legendary moment in history. As time went on, Wings began to get lazy with PKA, failing to turn up to recording sessions and making his own mental health problems everybody else's issue. Wings also lost a 1v1 against Syndicate on the show, which resulted in him having a complete meltdown.
Wings, did you spawn in?
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
Fuck! Why the fuck you stream that shit?
It was your idea.
He then tried to fix a rematch. All these issues built up until Wings backed out of a PKA camping trip, which was the tipping point for him to be kicked from the show.
Somehow it came up, hey, let's do a survival trip. Let's go out into the wilderness, the three of us, and let's see how we fare. And everybody was on board, except for one. I was going to mention the Lefty thing. There were four of us on the show at that point. Taylor was not on the show. It was myself, Woody, Wings, and a fourth gentleman named Lefty. And Lefty, when this came up, he was like, that's not for me, boys. That's not my game. I don't think I'd fare very well. I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm sorry. I'm out. We were very respectful of that, Woody and I. We were like, well, all right, man. Cool beans. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Nobody here's going to give you. And then Wings interjects, pussy. A real man goes into the wilderness and survives. A real man does this and that. A real man does blah, blah, blah. Lefty's from Chicago. So he's like, Chicago. Yeah. If I had my passport, I'd come up there to Chicago and whoop your lily-livered ass. This is the sort of like mindset that he has.
That was a side joke Kyle just mentioned because Wings thought that you needed a passport to go state to state.
Oh, wait, no, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm driving in the night before, and I think to myself, hey, let me give old Wings a call, make sure we're all good to go here, because it's Wings. Call him up, say, hey, man, and get ready to do this thing. I'm driving in now, about 3 hours from the place. What are you up to? You know, you could if you left right now, you'd be here around 11, and you know, you could share this motel room with me. I could get a room with 2 beds or something. He's like, I'm not going. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I'm not coming. When were you going to tell me? Well, I'm telling you right now. What the? So I call. I text Woody. I'm like, he's not fucking going. He's not fucking going. And so Woody gets on the phone with him. Woody tries to talk, and I'm thinking like Woody's going to talk him into this. I'm still driving with this idea. Woody will talk him into this. Woody's a great motivational speaker when he needs to be, and I'm sure Woody was filling him with
compilations of me telling Wings, like, you know, if you want to be an extraordinary person, you have to do extraordinary things.
Be a winner, not a loser. Be a doer, not a don'ter. You know,
Very Henry Rollins-esque. Yeah.
Yeah, this sort of talk. You know, and he just doesn't fucking come. He just doesn't fucking come. And it's now it's just me and Woody in the woods. Now it's just kind of weird. I think that the next morning at 9 a.m. we were just gonna, Woody and I would have pulled up to that bait and tackle shop / restaurant, and just been sitting there at the table and be like, no, we don't want to order yet. Our friend's coming. And like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour would have gone by. I'm like, no, we're hungry, but it's lunch now. Well, we'll wait for our friend. And he just never would have fucking shown. I don't think he was ever going to notify us that he wasn't fucking coming if I hadn't called him and asked. It was absurd. It was absurd, and it made me so goddamn mad.
Sound familiar? Wings tried to carry on with his own channel, but his genuine fans began to dwindle and were eventually replaced by a community of trolls, which only grew in numbers as the years went on, and Wings just got more and more miserable. Wings would always react to trolling, in any form, which only made it worse and worse, with people doing anything they could to get reactions out of him.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Look here! Look, listen! Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about.
I'm just trolling you, chill.
Yeah, whatever. I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck.
What? Who the fuck says that?
I say that because you're a fucking piece of shit.
As the years went on, the trolls grew even more, and Wings fell deeper and deeper into depression. By 2023, things were at an all-time low for Wings in his YouTube career. Any form of relevance he once had completely faded into obscurity, with Wings streaming himself raging over video games to barely a couple of hundred people, with even the troll channels getting bored and moving on. Keemstar took pity on him and would attempt to give Wings a redemption by setting him up in a boxing match with Boogie2988 in London on a KSI Misfits boxing card. Wings, for possibly the first time in his career, took the opportunity seriously. He trained, he lost weight, and he eventually made it to the ring to fight Boogie, proving everyone wrong who said he wouldn't make it. Wings made a legendary entrance to the ring, singing his own intro song, and then he got in the ring and he beat the fuck out of Boogie, which of course isn't hard to do, it's Boogie, but nevertheless, the moment was incredible. Wings, for the first time in his online career, had earned a sense of respect, and he was riding high in his newfound fame.
Look here! Look, listen! I told you I'd be victorious, and I got you.
Keemstar had more plans for Wings though. A brand new podcast called Lolcow Live. We spoke pretty in depth on Lolcow Live last video, but the basic rundown is Lolcow Live is a show with Wings, Boogie2988 and Tommy C sitting down each week to discuss their own various problems and ridiculous takes on news topics and YouTube drama with the occasional YouTuber guest to kinda mix things up a little bit. Wings was one of the most beloved cast members, with many people enjoying what bizarre one-liner he would come up with next, and he actually started to have some genuine fans. Keemstar also had a live show on the channel that he hosted each week. This is where problems started to arise with Wings. Wings, as we just mentioned, has dealt with a significant amount of trolling over the past decade. To combat this, he's completely locked down his streams, with everyone saying something negative being banned, and a block list of words probably more in depth than the Bible at this point.
The number 12, 16, 45, advice, age of, article, blimp, bottom, carry, diamond, coke, consent. Diamond, Disaster, EDP, ELO, Fat, Finger, Free, Gravy, ha 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 ha, LNO, various ways, LOL, look here, listen, Morbid, Morbius, Morbs, New York Times, the N-word, NY Times, NYT, Pepsi, Pimps, in various ways, Free, recorded a bunch of ways, Rage, recorded, Rich, Richard, Richie, Salad, Sam, shout out.
Although with Wings being brought back into the spotlight on the Lolcow Live channel, this brought several old trolls out of retirement, and all of the trolling that Wings had fought so hard to lock down was all coming back in full swing.
Before I started Lolcow Live, my troll channels were almost dead. And I had basically smothered them out. I gave them no content. I didn't mention them. I gave them nothing to click or get excited about. And they got bored. And they kind of moved on. But since I started Lolcow, all my big haters have came back. 7-month hiatuses have came back and started making videos again.
This led to the Lolcow Live stream chats and Reddit all being full of the quotes of the old shock jock jokes that Wings had made. Some people also took this as a point of spamming Wings' address in the chat, and apparently it was being swatted. This all reached a breaking point with Ethan Ralph coming on the show and calling Wings out on some of these old jokes, claiming he was a pedophile, which resulted in Wings quitting the show. After a lengthy live stream of trying to convince Wings back on the show, which we covered in the last video, Wings agreed to come back, but he had some conditions. The banning of the word pedo in chat, Reddit moderation, and a deal was struck for Wings to appoint 2 of his own moderators to combat the negativity towards him in chat. Keemstar refused the Reddit moderation, so Wings started trying to get the Reddit taken down himself, something revealed to Keem a bit later on. Obviously, the whole problem of this whole thing is that the main issue Wings was having was with the trolls. So Wings makes a big deal about how upset he is about that, and how he's getting trolled, and demands publicly that it stops, which of course is only going to encourage more trolls, which is exactly what happened. Keem was planning his weekly live stream on the show with the entire cast booked, including Wings to be on to discuss the aftermath of last week. People were in the chat waiting for the show to go live. The Wings trolling in chat, to no one's surprise, was worse than ever. Wings was in the chat for over an hour, going back and forth with trolls and claiming they would all be banned when he became a moderator. Wings joins the call and frantically demands right away that he's made a moderator or he leaves. Keem refuses and he does just that.
Now, make me a mod.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wings, we already talked about this.
No. Here's what's happening. You either make me a mod or I leave.
We had a deal a week ago.
The deal sucks. You said 78 hours. It's been 78 hours. Make me a mod or I leave.
Hold on. Can we get Tommy in here? Can we get Tommy in here? Okay. No.
Wings went off to sulk and Keem was furious, as Wings is responsible for finding 2 moderators for the chat, and had failed to do so, and was now claiming that he needed to be a moderator, which is an absolutely terrible idea, as Wings would ban the most mild criticism against him. Keem goes off on Wings and his poor work ethic.
Did we not agree last week that Wings can never be a moderator? Including, I agreed to that, Boogie agreed to that, Tommy agreed to that, and even Wings himself said, I don't want to be moderator. Did we also agree last week that Wings was going to get 2 moderators, right? He was going to get 2 of his moderators to come on Lolcow. That was 7 fucking days ago. 7 days. And I said right after the show, let me know the 2 people you want to be moderators. He never provided them. And now I'm getting ready to produce this fucking show. And while I'm fucking running around doing a million fucking things, all right, I'm getting spammed with, you have to take care of the chat. You have to fucking ban this person. You have to do this. You have to do that. Fuck you. You had to find moderators. This is on you. This isn't Keemstar not doing his job. We have an agreement that you get 2 moderators and you didn't do it. So now I'm being harassed by you because you didn't do your fucking job. You are not a fucking victim. I'm the victim in this scenario of your fucking laziness, Wings. And you're such a fucking coward that you won't even show up here to have the fucking conversation. Here's another fucking thing, Wings. I spent fucking, what was it, $400 or something for a special camera for you. And since I've known you on this project, you have come up You have cammed up, excuse me, fucking cummed up. You have cammed up in a fucking shadow. You look like a fucking, the woman that turned into a blueberry in the fucking chocolate factory because your blue screen is dimming off of your fucking round blueberry fucking body. There hasn't been a single fucking ring light on you. And I told you ring lights are only $40, $20 at Walmart, and you never went and got one. So before you come in here saying, well, Keem's not doing this and Keem's not doing that and Keem's not doing this and Keem's not doing that, understand that you don't do shit. You don't do fucking anything we tell you to do.
Keem felt like Wings was holding the show hostage by refusing to work unless his demands were met. So Keem and the others decide that Wings will not be getting his pay.
If he doesn't show up on this stream, all right, he gets no more pay. None.
Wings types in the chat asking if he's modded yet. Keem points out to him that he'd failed to find 2 moderators, to which Wings replies that there was no point as the show was moving to Rumble. Wings is either an idiot or just making excuses for his laziness, as there were no current plans to move the show to Rumble. Keem was just planning a pitch to get a deal from Rumble that was likely for a large amount of money, which Wings had now just leaked publicly. Keem decides to give in and allows Wings to be a moderator just to get him in the call long enough to yell at him. Wings tries to put the blame on Keem for throwing him under the bus, which sets off Tommy, who starts going absolutely off on Wings, who cannot handle being spoken to like that, and he just leaves.
Well, he's trying to throw me under the bus.
Threw you
That's
under
the
the
reason
bus
I didn't give you the
yourself
mouse.
under the bus, you fat fuck. How
Okay,
is this
whatever.
helping you?
I don't give a
How's
fuck.
any big idea you've had over the past 15 years helped you? Nothing's ever worked! And we're gonna put you in charge? Are you nuts?
Okay, I'll just leave again, bud.
Be me! No, you're being mean to me!
No, don't leave. We made you mod. You made a deal. Now you have to stay here. You were supposed to get 2 moderators, and you
I'm not gonna. Hey, first off, I'm not getting yelled at.
I'm yelling at you all I want. Fucking quit!
Yell me again.
Quit!
Yell me
Quit, you
again.
bitch! Quit, you bitch! You want your life to be easy and stupid? Good.
All right, I'm taking his mod away.
Wings goes and starts up his own COD stream.
Well, if you want to blame the downfall of the Locale podcast, blame the troll channels.
Wings tearfully explains that he was promised protection from the trolls, and Keem had failed to do this, which is completely untrue. No one was buying Wings' bluff and had no issue if he departed from the show, being fed up with the constant issues he was causing and began getting replacements lined up. He has a track record of doing shitty things and then using his mental health issues as an excuse to try and vindicate himself. The most notable example of this being the PKA fallout.
Because Wings never changes.
Eventually, Wings is convinced to join the call, but he was still not willing to concede his point, and exactly like last show, we hear Wings complaining in a monotone voice, blaming his problems on the rest of the cast and trolls. The cast start pushing back on him, saying he's self-sabotaging himself. Wings then openly admits that he would abuse mod powers and that abuse has to happen or he isn't going to be on the show.
Because I've lost $120,000 from losing my Twitch, which they caused. I've had my house tore up by the DEA. I've had the FBI go through my house. I've had assault rifles put in my face. And I'm not going to go through that again for $1,000 a month. I don't give a fuck.
At least you can say it was your fault. You fucked up this stuff, and you don't have to blame the trolls.
Yeah, it's not my fault I fucked up this stuff. Like all Keem had to do was click 2 buttons and give me moderator.
You have done this 2 weeks in a row. You've lost this all this Keem has to do argument. You're just gonna keep doing this into your heart's content.
Wings. If everybody thinks you're in the wrong here, you still think you're in the right.
Replace me.
No, I'm serious. I made my point, right? That you were supposed to find the moderators and all that. You made your point, right? The whole audience has heard it, and everybody is on my side of this argument. I haven't seen anybody defending you.
I don't care.
But is it possible you're wrong?
No.
All right. The thing is, Wings, you have to at least be real about this. If you were the mod,
no, this is my line in the sand. These people are not going to be here. They're not having a platform.
Let me ask you a question. If you were the moderator, would you abuse it?
100%.
At least he's honest.
Well, let's see if it's honest. Yeah.
So that's why we can't do it. You think we're against you? You think we're your enemies? No. We just know that you're gonna abuse.
Yeah, but like here's the thing, that abuse has to happen, or I'm not on the show.
If you start censoring everyone and mod abusing, it's gonna hurt the show.
I'm only going to censor the people against me.
But no, but again, if you do that, it's just going to make it worse for you.
No, it doesn't.
Right? Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers ends up showing up to try and help sort out the issue with Wings. Wings explains that he wants to go back to where he was at, when he was irrelevant, so all of his trolls would back off.
My goal is to get back to where I was at, where they got bored with me and they moved on.
Dude, it's like, so you're already evolving your game up. You're getting your money up. You're getting your socials up. You're getting everything up. These fuckers are going to come back. The only way to kick their ass is to fucking keep winning. That's it.
He doesn't.
You know that.
He
Come on.
He does not understand what's an L and what's a W. He doesn't know what they are.
Wings even claims that his dentist thought he was a pedophile.
An L is when you're at the dentist getting a cavity filled and he asks if you're a pedophile or not. That's what an L is.
Then you tell him no!
Your dentist asked you if you're a pedophile? That's
crazy.
That's
crazy.
Wings tries to bring up that Ice Poseidon had ruined his life from his toxic fan base, and the others point out that Ice Poseidon has made millions of dollars monetizing his haters and is very successful as a result of it.
It's not complicated.
And part of my head is like, what about Ice Poseidon who tried to do this shit?
What do you mean? What did he try to do? The LOLcow podcast?
No, he tried to like monetize all his haters.
And he did well. He made multiple millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy and retired on that big chunk of change. I think he's still making content, actually.
Well, I think he just stole from him at the end of the day.
At the very end, he did.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter.
And here's
but,
the thing.
I mean, he made rap.
I don't know if you know this or not, but after he scammed all his fans, he now has a whole streaming career over on Kick, and he's blowing up still.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did he
that
get
guy's
away
got
with
worse trolls than you.
Yeah.
That guy's got fucking actual monsters.
How did he get away with it? The answer is very simple. He turns a blind eye to it. He realizes that
Yeah,
the
I'm
world
talking about
isn't
like
fair.
the police. Like, is he just in another country?
He's in a $5 million house.
He doesn't, it doesn't matter. He gets away because the government doesn't give a fuck. It's too little of an amount.
Wings is an idiot, and the Ice Poseidon trolls are a million times worse than the Wings trolls. Ice Poseidon literally got pepper sprayed by a stream sniper in the middle of the street. The stream ends with no real conclusion being reached, although he was present for the pre-recorded episode the following day. No matter how much they try to plead the point that he can make good money from all of this, he doesn't listen and goes right back to crying about the trolls. What he doesn't seem to understand is complaining and crying about the trolls encourages people to troll him more. Sure, the people posting his address and making genuine threats to Wings need to be banned, and Kima's been making sure that that is happening, but Wings is getting upset over anyone giving him criticism, which is why he wants mod, so he can ban any comment towards him that he doesn't like. If you go over to a Wings of Redemption stream and say one thing he doesn't like, no matter what it is, you will be banned right away.
Alright, Redneck, welcome to Ban World.
Once, I myself went to a Wings chat and asked him to stream with Only Use Me Blade. A joke, but somewhat serious comment, and I was banned instantly from the chat. And this, of course, discouraged me from ever going to another Wings stream, which is the exact thing that will happen to LOLcow Live. Last time we criticised Keem a lot for his questionable actions of running the show, but I think I got to cut him a bit of slack after all this. The bullshit that Wings has put him through is insane, and I do genuinely feel bad for him for having to deal with it. Wings should know better, or at least learn from his past mistakes. He had a good thing going, and he's ruining it by feeding right back into the trolls, which is pretty much what killed his career to begin with. I liked Wings. I thought he was funny on the show, and it was nice to see a different side of him, but this whole thing has ruined it for me. Now I just think fuck Wings, fire him. It's not worth having him on the show if he behaves like this, and I'm sure a just as good, if not better replacement could be found that actually wants to work. The Wings being fired or quitting storyline on LOLcow Live has been great, and it's been some nice real genuine drama on the show that thousands have tuned into, and it's been a nice break from Keemstar's forced drama. and it's been absolute gold. But they can't keep doing the is Wings gonna quit, is Wings gonna leave storyline every week. It's been 2 weeks in a row now, and it's been funny both times, but if it keeps happening, it's gonna get pretty old pretty quickly. It's probably time to cut him loose now, but I think he may have been given one more chance, so hopefully he doesn't fuck it up.
We're live on Lolcow Live. You hit me up earlier. You said bring me on the show.
Well, I was saying like bring me on the show. Like I know that you got rid of Wings or whatever. So
Oh, he won the job.
He won the job.
So we're looking for work.
So we were gonna get rid of Wings because Wings was being difficult, but we found a resolution. He's still here.
But knowing Wings, it will not be long before another blow-up happens and we see another Richard meltdown. My name's been Stonic10. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and yeah, see you later.
You are not a fucking victim. I'm the victim in this scenario of your fucking laziness.